Well, good afternoon, guys. Mark Pyers, home-based business tax coach and wealth coach, the CEO and founder of the Academy of Financial Education. And as always, on behalf of myself, as well as my beautiful wife and business partner, Mrs. Alavida Pyers, also the CEO of the Academy of Financial Education. Guys, we wish each and every one of you prosperity because you truly deserve it. Financial freedom from the current system of debt. Financial freedom from the plantation of taxation, which is the topic of our conversation, as you can see on the screen. And last but not least, guys, financial freedom from being solely dependent on uncontrollable income. As you can see right here on Yahoo Finances today, the article is Trump's tax scam. Some taxpayers get unwelcome surprise after filing tax returns. You guys can see that this article was put out here on February the 11th, 2019. I'm going to go ahead and play this short video, and then we're going to jump right into the content. We're going to talk about the problem, and we're going to talk about the solution.
You want to talk about what Americans can expect in their tax returns, and some people are not going to be happy.
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking at this for a couple months now, actually years now, since we heard about the historic tax reform with historic tax cuts. We're actually putting that to the test for the very first time. I'm actually very interested and curious to see what my tax returns will look like, whether I'll be paying, whether I'll be getting something back. And I think everyone feels this way. We haven't had a time to adjust really for the first year. And the first year for any tax bill is always new and interesting to see exactly what comes out. So I think there are going to be some unpleasant surprises for some people. Some people might see a mild check in the mail. But really, I think this is going to be the first time everybody really learns about what the tax bill meant for them. Right. And we can kind of adjust going forward. But from what I've heard, accountants are frazzled, shall we say.
It's really funny. So the Treasury Department is now tweeting about the reports that we and others have been talking about, saying news reports on reduction in IRS filings and refunds are misleading.
Fake news.
Refunds are consistent with 2017 levels and down slightly from 2018 based on a small initial sample from only a few days of data. It's their data.
It's their data. Bingo.
Data. I mean, this is it's ridiculous that they're saying this. We have, it's not that, 14 million people. That's not a small amount of data. I don't like that tweet. I don't like what they're doing. They should just,
well, and the
let the IRS data speak for itself.
We talked about this at the top of 11, but the refunds are less this year than a lot of people got last year.
Now, it's not a crazy amount. It's $200, but that on average. But that's not nothing. And I think we're going to be seeing some very key differences.
You say that's not nothing, but when they were fighting over tax reform, it was an extra $20 in the pocket of the working man and woman every month. Right. And when we said it's only $20, they say that's $20. Well, that's almost $200 right there.
So. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it means something.
Different.
That's 2 trips to Walmart. I mean, that fills your basket and fills your cupboards.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Ethan, thank you. Ethan Wolfman with us here in the studio.
Okay, so let me jump into this article a little bit, guys. Let's read through this. And then we're going to take a trip over to the IRS. But I'm going to make a statement. The Bible says that my people are being destroyed from the lack of knowledge. Guys, I am totally flabbergasted about the individuals that had this interview about the tax code and the tax refunds. And I'll share with you why in a moment. But let's dive right into the article. Tax season has just begun, and some Americans have already filed their taxes for 2018. And while many people generally expect a hefty refund, several have found themselves with a surprise tax bill from the IRS. I literally screamed when I saw my refund, says Alyssa Crook. The 41-year-old from Orlando says her refund was slashed by roughly $1,400 when she filed her 2018 taxes a few days ago. Okay, so let's dive into this a little bit deeper. And I'm going to make this comment, I'm going to make this quote multiple times. The Bible says that my people are destroyed from the lack of knowledge. She says that she relies on her refund to cover the property taxes on her house she purchased 4 years ago. Let me repeat that one again. I want to highlight just that statement right here. She says that she relies on her refund to cover the property taxes on the house she bought 4 years ago. It goes on to say, a Democrat whose voting history has included candidates for both parties. She said that she was very upset about her low refund. I waited over the weekend to hit the send button because I thought something had been missing. She says, I went over it with a fine-tooth comb. I didn't know why it was so different. Okay, I want to take an opportunity, guys, to go over to the IRS website, and I want to talk about what a refund is. Okay, guys, so here we are at the IRS website. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to type in Form 1040. Okay, so this is the new 1040 based on the Donald Trump new tax changes. This is a 1040 form, and every individual in America must file this form when they file their taxes. I want to get right down here to the refund portion. Okay, guys, so here we are. You can see it says refund. I want to read line 19. Line 19 says, if line 18 is more than line 15, subtract line 15 from line 18. This is the amount, and look how it's in bold, that you overpaid. Let's read that again. See, there's something you're going to learn today about the IRS documents. You're going to see, and you're going to notice that some writing is in very bold, and then some writing is in regular print. As you can see, refund is in very bold print. And it goes to tell you on line 19. If line 18 is more than line 15, subtract line 15 from line 18. This is the amount, hello, that you overpaid. And so here's my question. Going back to this article, I'm trying to understand why in the 21st century, with all of the technology and all of the social media and all of the information out there in the world, why in the world are we still overpaying the government just to get a refund that is the amount that you overpaid? Why isn't this lady, who probably has a college degree, okay, maybe multiple degrees, why is she using her tax payment system as a savings account? It goes on. Listen to it. I literally screamed when I saw my refund, says Alyssa Crooks. The 41-year-old Orlando says that her refund was slashed by almost $1,400 when she filed her 2018 taxes a few days ago. Now, this part right here just put a nail in the coffin. She says that she relies on her refund to cover her property taxes on the house she bought 4 years ago. What is the point I'm making? The reason that her refund was probably less this year is because with the Donald Trump new tax changes, it lowered the tax brackets, which means her employer reduced the amount of taxes that were coming out of her check. Many Americans saw their checks increase on a weekly basis starting about June of 2018, which means less money was paid in, which means you paid less. You overpaid less money to the government, which means your refund, which is an overpayment that the government never should have received in the first place. It was an interest-free loan to the government. The money you should have been keeping in your pocket and paying your property taxes, now you're looking at your refund and saying, oh my God, I don't have enough money to pay the property taxes, okay? To pay the what? The property taxes. Taxes, taxes, taxes. So you're putting money in a tax system as a piggy bank to pull the money out at the end of the year as you gave the government an interest-free loan for the entire 13 to 14 months so you can turn around and pay what? Taxes. What is the solution here? First of all, we've got to get informed. We've got to get out from in front of the idiot box. We got to stop listening to everything that we hear talked about on these news stations. Guys, look, The Bible says, yes, I'm going to say it again, my people are destroyed from the lack of knowledge. How many of you have experienced what this lady has experienced? I am literally pulling my hair out. Now, I've been teaching this information for over 28 years. What you should be focused on is not getting a tax refund. What you should be focused on is how to legally, ethically, and morally not have to pay taxes, I'm talking about income taxes, in the first place. And guys, that's going to lead me into encouraging each and every one of you, if you do not have a home-based business, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. If you do not have a part-time home-based business, you are committing financial suicide. Now, some of you are doing it unconsciously because you don't know what you don't know. But if you're watching this video, you will no longer be able to use that excuse. What if you had the ability to establish yourself a home-based business in less than 5 minutes, legally, ethically, and morally, be able to slash your income taxes, the money coming out of your paycheck, to the tune of $200 to $300 per paycheck? And if you get really serious and get informed, totally slash your taxes to zero. And what if that business could have a product that you see on the screen right here? Gold. I couldn't help but notice this going across the top of my screen because I'm talking about a company called Karatbars International. So ladies and gentlemen, what I want to do is offer you the opportunity to get tax informed. I want to invite you guys to go to our website, www.theacademy of Financial Education. I want you guys to consider investing in your knowledge. Our 2019 Tax Freedom Academy Workshop Training will share with you how to legally, ethically, and morally slash your taxes by hundreds and even thousands of dollars directly being taught directly from the IRS. Guys, let me jump over and show you what it looks like behind the scene of the Academy Workshop. This is module number 1. Let me blow this up so you guys can see this. Guys, module number 1 talks about business versus hobby. How to make sure that you're treating your business like a business. How to make sure that you're managing your business like a business so you don't lose any of your tax deductions. Video number 2 in module number 1 talks about self-employment taxes. If you do not understand self-employment taxes as an entrepreneur, you are committing financial suicide. You will actually pay more taxes than an employee sitting in a cubicle. That's video number 2. Part 2 goes a little deeper into the self-employment taxes, how to reduce them even down to zero. You may be wondering, well, what is self-employment taxes? That's Social Security taxes, Medicare taxes. An entrepreneur has the ability to slash Social Security and Medicare down to zero. I bet you didn't know that, right? Again, the Bible says my people are perishing from the lack of knowledge. You're also going to learn about business income and record keeping. Documenting your records, guys. Bulletproofing your documentation so you don't lose the thousands or tens of thousands of dollars you're going to save in taxes. And that's taught directly from the IRS. Okay? Business income and record keeping video number 2 goes into a detailed description. Again, guys, predominantly taught directly from the IRS. The last video we're going to talk about is Donald Trump tax changes. What we just talked about right there. People not understanding how they were affected. Module number 2 has been released. Module number 2, we start off teaching you about how your home office saves you thousands of dollars even if you pay rent. Yes, I did say pay rent. That was so good, I did 2 videos on that, giving you an illustration so you know exactly how to maximize your home office. Guys, this is money that you're already spending. If you're paying rent, you're going to pay the rent regardless, right? How would you like to be able to save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on your taxes by paying rent? The next video, video number 3 in module number 2, deducting your startup costs. Yes, the government is going to incentivize you to start a home-based business. Guys, look, you cannot outwork an inflationary system with a linear income. You must start a home-based business. You must have a plan B, okay? Video number 2, again, gets into deducting advertisement. How you're able to advertise your business and get a 20 to 30% refund from the government for doing so. Video number 5 talks about how you get to deduct your travel. Many families are taking family vacations and they're paying with those with after-tax dollars. But as an entrepreneur with a home-based business, you can commingle the two and get a 50% or more tax refund for traveling, guys. I'm telling you. And module number 3 is going to be released this upcoming week. And I'm telling you, guys, if nothing else, learn why you're taxed and learn why you're on the wrong side of the tax code if you do not have a home-based business. Just in the 2 modules I just shared with you, my wife and I, in 2019, on our tax return, have saved $35,000. That means that $35,000 of our income was non-taxable. And I'm going to give you a golden nugget here. That did not include the $24,000 standard deduction that we got for filing married. You guys do the math. $24,000 plus an additional $35,000 non-taxable. Why? Because of the information that I'm sharing with you right here. See, I often tell people, yes, there's going to be a cost to invest in your knowledge. But if you invested $497 one time and all you learned was to save $10 a day in taxes, it would pay you 3 to 5 times the investment in your knowledge. And no one could ever take away the knowledge, guys. And so go to www.theacademy of Financial Education. Simply click on the 2019 Tax Freedom Workshop registration, guys. Get registered, get plugged in, and stop squandering your time and stop perishing from the lack of knowledge. My name is Mark Powers, home-based business tax coach and wealth coach. Guys, we'll see you not at the top. We'll see you at www.theacademy of Financial Education. Guys, get your home-based business started today. If you want more information about that, I'm going to put a link to the most incredible home-based business in the industry today inside of our subject line. We'll see you guys on the Informed side.